Okay, the first domino in trade week has officially fallen, and Trent Frederic is the one to go. He has been traded to the Edmonton Oilers at 75% retained, along with Max Jones and Peter Hauser, which is his NCAA signing rights, or his Czechia signing rights. In exchange, the Bruins acquired defenseman Max Wanner, a 2025 second-round pick, which is St. Louis's, a 2026 fourth-round pick, and the Devils, who are retaining 25% on Frederic, get forward Scott LaChance and his NCAA signing rights. So, I mean, I'll go into the Devils first because they're the smallest part of this. I don't really understand why the Devils, of all teams, are the team that is retaining. It's just a little strange to me, but okay, I guess. I mean, it's not a big deal. They get a guy in LaChance, not a bad guy in the NCAA. Definitely one of the better ones for sure. Definitely more local than Edmonton as opposed to, him going all the way out there from BU. But yeah, LaChance, not a bad player. And then you look at the return. So Edmonton gets Trent Frederic, who has struggled this season. But Frederic is somebody who we've seen in the past. He can be a bottom six guy, a guy who can be physical. He can score you some secondary points. This year, though, he has been struggling a little bit. You also get a guy in Max Jones, who I think on the Oilers would be like a depth player. He's not really going to be much else on another team. Will just be a depth forward. And then Hauser, I don't know a lot about. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know a lot about him. And as for the Bruins, they get Wanner, who I think is actually not that bad of a player. We've talked about him in prospect pool reviews in previous videos. But again, you get a second there and a fourth. That's great return for Boston. For a guy who's like on pace for 20 points, getting a second round pick, you'll take it. That's going to be a decently high second. It's definitely, unless if the Blues go on a crazy run and make the playoffs, we're not that far out, but still, like, unless if they make the playoffs, that pick is going to be like top 15. So good on the Bruins for getting some good asset management there because, again, they don't really have a lot of picks that aren't their own. So that is something you got to keep in mind for sure. And then for the Oilers, I like it. I like getting Frederic as a good rental. I still think, though, it's a little bit of an overpay, in my opinion. But if you're wondering, that second-round pick that they traded over to the Bruins was what they got back in return for the Broberg offer sheet back in the summer. So, essentially, if you want to look at it, the Oilers traded Broberg for rental Trent Frederic. That's more or less what this trade is, with a few other little pieces involved. But yeah, it's the first domino to fall in the trade deadline this week or this year. I like to call it deadline week, the first trade in deadline week, to be honest. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this trade. Who wins? Who loses? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like the video down below. And please do consider subscribing to join the community that we are building here. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.